I think it's great to do the record as well. It's something that we've pretty much been working towards since we started the band when we moved to Toronto.
I feel like this was like the turning point lyrically for me. I was able to come outside my comfort zone. I feel like I've opened up a lot more, whether it be from the experience that I've had over the past couple years or being on tour. It's a hard thing for me to write down on paper, so a lot of the time I'm just, freestyling and saying what comes from my mind. I was reading a lot about old ancient Japanese poetry and mythology, and I got inspired to write a couple of the songs on the album.
Crash into us. I will hold your breath. I will hold your head. I think the trick to this record for me is to make pop songs, but construct them from a palette of sounds that's not limited by genre or by instrument or by anything really except imaginations running at full capacity. And thinking about the sounds that I want to put on the record, I'm really trying to draw on my knowledge not just of like music per se, but like sound in general and the sounds that you come across in everyday life and the sounds maybe that you don't even come across in everyday life. Maybe you just hear them when you sleep. Nothing's off limits. On some tracks we've got just like, disgusting acid house trickery, and then in fact on the same track we've got a little sample of crickets chirping in the evening.
On our last EP, the drums were pretty heavily quantized and processed, and I felt that a certain raw energy that was present in the playing was lost. So with this record, I felt that it was very important to keep that energy alive and not let it get lost. Each drum track on the record is being treated in a completely different way from the last track. Our first single, we have a completely organic drum kit, and we've processed the drums, but we haven't used any layers or triggers on them. So we were able to achieve this really rich sounding drum kit that has both attributes of being raw and crisp. And then for other tracks, we would actually layer the kick and the snare with electronic samples, so you kind of have a hybrid of this dance kit and an analog drum kit.
The difference between recording the EP and working on the album is the fact that we've definitely grown as musicians and we're far more capable of writing what we want now, whereas before we just kind of went along with things. But with the album we definitely had like specific ideas and themes that we wanted to explore, and hopefully it's reflected in the album as well. One of the things I'm really happy about this album is for a couple of the songs we recorded totally live and we just felt them out, and the entire song structure was done through us playing and just feeling how the song should go.
How do I come up with guitar parts? I guess it's all just like a trial and error sort of thing. You play and whatever sticks or whatever sounds good at the time, you just throwing ideas up until it sounds good.